Okay, right. So, that's all good now. So 3 monitors are really great. Okay, so let's give this a go. I'm just gonna try and... So I've linked it in. I'll have to copy the things in a second. I'm just gonna copy that entire thing. We're just gonna steal it for the minute. And we need to include SFML graphics. Cool, looks like we don't need that. Let's go ahead and run that. Oh, there we go. Oh, I know why that is. That's easy. What does it say we have to link? We have to probably link the graphics lib, I'm guessing. Build, we should not get any unresolved externals. Okay, yeah we do, still got one. I'm guessing that's probably needing... We need to probably link all of those things as well. Window S, OpenGL free type, and oh, I don't have free type installed. Does that mean I have to link in free type as well? I think it does. And we also need to be building in 64-bit mode because that's not going to work. Cool. So now let's have a look. I think that's definitely something to do with free type. But a funny feeling it's not. Okay, let me grab that one. I think we have linked the window one already though. Linked window, we've linked graphics, we've linked all those. We download free type. Or is free type included? Maybe it is, let's hope so, because I don't want to have to install free type. Alright. The studio project. Oh good, it is included. That's great. So, it's definitely a lib issue. Let's have a look what this says. So it says module pin-d above if you want the debug libraries. Oh, we probably need to include the static. So building statically. I'm assuming that's going to solve a few of our issues. Oh. Hey, look at that! Didn't change it into a single thing. For debug value 0. I guess we have to do the -d thing then. Input. Append -d. Do all the... Okay, now that's better. Okay, so we got SF string is missing. This is why I don't like libraries that try to do too much, because you've got to include like 100 things. There we go. That's what we want. Cool. Guessing that's already included. Okay, no problem. Oh right, we have to do the dash D thing. That's right. Dash D. Okay. Now if we run this, pray to the Lord. Okay, we got a few more. That's okay. That's probably something to do with, huh? Joystick impul. Sleep. I would have assumed that would be a. Any input? Have you managed to get rid of these errors? If you had them at all, please let me know. Is there any more of these we have to actually include? I feel like there probably is, and I've just missed them. Did I miss one and I didn't put the dash D? I feel like I might have done that, but it probably would have told me. Do I have to do it for free type as well? Free type doesn't build like that. God, I haven't looked at free type for a long time. Lib. There's graphics, system, window. Oh, I have to include SFML main. That's probably where all of my problems are from. Dash D. Dollar. Nope. Okay. It's the window library that's having issues. And also the S. Do I have to include... let me jump in here. Have a look at some of these examples. Well, that doesn't help me. I thought there'd be some Visual Studio solutions. Something. I probably have to include network then. I bet you it's like that. Okay, let's give network a go. God. Can I get rid of these other ones? I probably need to do that. Keep that one in there. I'll just keep them in there for the minute. SFML dash network dash s dash d dash lib. Alright, let's give that a go. No, we still get joystick initialization errors. Did I include the audio one? I don't think I did. this library system might just be more than it's worth. No, we're still getting that joystick issue. The lib files. Do I need to link all of the lib files, every single one? Because that's going to be interesting. Which ones does it need? Does it need all of them? Or does it just need one? I'm just going to try and include just clear it out. Bye lie. Goodbye. Get rid of all of those and include just the ones that it's just these modules in order as they appear on the page. Yeah. Okay, let's try that. Even though I'm pretty sure it's going to need OpenGL. Yeah. And JPEG. Yeah, look at that. Oh, I didn't put -d anyway. D. 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 See, this kind of stuff is painful. This is what C++ is really bad at. Yeah, okay. Now that's GL yelling at me. That's JPEG. And this is that time thing again. Okay, let's link it. OpenGL 32.lib, freetype.lib, jpeg.lib, and that should be fine. OpenPray. Okay, and we're back to the joystick ones again. That's really weird. I'm trying to... Yeah, I've got the -d in there for the debugs. That's fine. That's not the problem. I'm building in debug, so it's fine. Although, I think you could be right, but let me try this. This is the problem. When they're making the libraries, when you build libraries, you have to set it up in a way where it's dynamic. But some are just very painful. Let me try this. Let me include Vorbis. Lib. We'll get it, we'll get it. God, I look like an idiot. I feel like an idiot. WS2 underscore. Still getting them stupid joystick ones. It's the joystick implementations. Yeah, that won't happen until that. I don't need to copy the bin files into my directory, into my building directory, until I actually get it past this stage. It won't make a hell of a difference. Yeah, I got that. Just tell me where it is. Tell me what file it's in. Tell me. Thanks for your input, though. You trying? I'm trying to. I'm sure there's just something I'm missing. Look. You can't find those 4 implementations in the time one. Maybe if I flip the time and the, oh sorry, not the time. If I flip system D and SFML main dash D. Is it? Crap, I forgot what it was. Holy crap, this should not be this hard. Projects. Scratchpad. Dependencies. SFML. Lib. We want main. We want all those. We actually go audio, graphics, main, network, system, window. I feel like that wouldn't do anything. Let's just include main, which I have a funny feeling probably has the joystick definitions in it. So I'm going to stick that right at the top. Please just work. No! Why? Why would you do this? It's in a window. What is window doing? Maybe I need to stick network, audio, graphics window like that. That shouldn't make a difference, that order. No. Linked. Oh, I'm not doing any of that stuff. Yeah, I've linked window. I've linked OpenGL. Okay. I think I see the. Yep. Alright, let's try this. I think I just found my error. First of all, we're going to get rid of all those, stick those in there, apply, and we do not want to build statically. Let's try not building statically. Okay, apply, go ahead, go, build. Yes! There we go. Now it's going to ask for the DLLs, that's not a problem. Alright, let's grab those. Awesome. And we stick... Ooh. Okay, so I just stuck the DLLs in here. So the problem was that I was building statically, and it really doesn't like that apparently for some reason, because I wasn't actually exporting any DLLs. So basically, like for example, when I'm building a game engine, when you're building a game engine, you probably want to export these DLL files, right? You want to have, your game engine .dll that you can stick beside your exe, and then give it a .lib file to use as a link. And to use that, you have to define this macro called I don't know, export function or something like this. You do macros like this, function or export object, and you do it by going like this, decal spec DLL export. And basically you have this little system where you have if defined static, or actually if defined I don't know, client build or non-client build, which basically means that we are doing it on our actual project that we want to export the DLLs from. Else define export object underscore decal spec DLL import. Right, so what this is going to do has been diff. So these special this is like a special type of if statement. If you remember when we learnt about if statements, then you'll understand that this basically says, hey, if this is defined, if def means if defined. So we're going to go ahead and define this globally in our project by going to our preprocessor and adding a new one, non-client build. What that's going to do is it's going to change this condition now to be defining this one here when it loads. There we go. So you'll see now anything we put, for example, if I go basically if I go and I create a function called, I don't know, let me turn the bait rate down then, hold on, could very well be. Jesus. Alright. Is the stream back on? Alright, you're back? Awesome. Alright. So, let's get back to this. Let's actually run this now and see what it looks like. Hey, we got a circle. Look at that. The circles are pretty cool. Yeah, so SFML will resize the window. Now I kind of also want to show you how to do this without SFML, because you can do this really easily without it. That would involve some circle maths, and I'm not familiar with that right now. I mean, I just don't quite recall how to. So the cool thing about this is it's called a windowing library, or it can be called a windowing library. There's heaps of them out there. There's one called SDL. You probably have encountered that at some point if you were looking at libraries, and this has been around for a while. This one, SDL's been used in a few games, and actually it's used in Steam to um, to do the windowing in Steam, because it's a lot easier to do windowing. Like, for example, if I want to create a window in C++, just even a simple window, I've got to do a bunch of extra things that, would be a lot easier if I didn't have to do. So basically that's what these are for. Now, a big part of this is basically the idea that I can take an object, I can create an object here, and I can just draw that object onto the screen. So for example, maybe you wanted to have, let's have a 1280 by 720 screen. 20. Let's run that again, and we should see our circle that pops up on our 1280 by 720 screen. It pops up over there. Let's say we wanted to create a rectangle shape of, I'm guessing this takes a few things, what's the overloads for this? Oh, it takes a vector 2. Okay. So vector 2, probably have to include the maths thing. So actually, let me get back to this discussion I was talking about with the exporting functions and things. So say for example I had a function called void get window or something, I don't know, and it just, I don't know, said gets a window. Okay, say I wanted to export this to a DLL file, I would stick this out here, stick this macro right here, just there, like that. Actually, I think you can do it here as well. And what that does basically is it says, hey, this function I want to put into a DLL file. And DLLs are different from regular EXEs because they so we have to do that, we have to change this to DLL, or to DLL rather, like that, apply, and then what's going to happen when we build this, it will go ahead and create a DLL and a lib file. I don't know why it's buffering so bad, because it's set pretty low. I am dropping like 60% of the goddamn thing, but for some reason it's only using 3% of my CPU. So let me see if I can push it up a little.